Hello everyone, welcome back to another lesson in Learn Kurdish language, and it's our lesson 16. And in this lesson I'm going to explain useful phrases in Kurdish language. Well, this video was requested by one of my viewers, and basically she asked me to make a video about common expressions. And I said that, and let you guys know, I already have a lesson in about, I think, lesson 5. Let me find it. Yeah, lesson 5, which basically I talk about common expressions or general conversation. How to say yes, thank you, well done, and etc. Where there is another word for well done, and I will talk about it today. But anyway, so yeah, so I talked about different things here. Uh, if we talk about the okay, let me go back to our today's lesson. Yeah. But in this lesson, and she said that she wants a little bit more advanced sentences. And yeah, so the sentence that she requested, I'm going to talk about it today. So today we are going to take three categories of conversation: university, okay, and these questions and answers that relate to university, then food, okay, and then drama. And finally, I'm going to give you a phrase that I forgot to mention in lesson 5 long time ago. Okay, so let's start. Okay, university in Kurdish, there are some words we are using it. Nowadays, people are mostly use zanko. Zanko, which is a Kurdish word. It's a Kurdish word. And Zan, basically, it's just a funny information. Zan is actually the root of the verb zanin. Okay, zanin, it's an infinitive verb, means to know. Okay, to know or to be knowledged, something like that. And we took the root of the word to create this word. I don't know what this core really mean, but yeah, but Zanko means university. There's another word that is used sometimes, and it is called, not sometimes, actually, it's used widely as well. Jamia. Basically, it's an Arabic word. Jamia means university as well. It's basically, um, an Arabic word. But Jamia is a little bit difficult to say, especially this sound for a non-native Arabic or non-native Kurdish. So Zanko makes the best, and actually now people are using it, and I'm still using it Zanko, and I use Zanko all the time, not Jamia. Something else about college, in Kurdish is college, so it's exactly the same thing, but it's kind of pronounced as French. So college is college, okay? Okay, so what is your major? Okay. Uh, what is your major in Kurdish? Well, there are many ways to ask. What you can say, Aya to chi dakhwenit lazanko. Well, I have to explain this sentence grammatically. Anyway, Aya is interrogative word. I talked about it in previous lessons. I don't know when. I mean, where did I talk about it? Let me see if I can find the lesson. But yeah, but I talked about it somewhere. I really don't remember where, but uh, yeah, I think here I talked about it. I think here. But anyway, aya is interrogative word. Uh, in one of the lessons, I think I talked about it. It's kind of like the word est que in French. If you have information about French, it's like the word est que. Or if you have information about Persian language, it's exactly the same word, aya. It's to create yes no questions or are used, aya is also used with other interrogative words. For example, chi here is interrogative word, which basically means what. You can use aya with it. It's exactly the same as French grammar when you have est que used with, for example, combien or quoi, etc. But anyway, you can omit aya. You just can say توتشي دخوانيت لزانكو means you what studying in university. It's basically this is how you literally pronounce it. Translate it. You can omit to, okay? Why so? Ch means what? Ch by itself means what? E is ending added to ch just to refer to the pronoun to. To is pronoun, so it refers to pronoun. So you can omit to. You basically can see chi dakhweni blazanko. Chi dakhweni blazanko. Okay. Aya to chi dakhweni blazanko. You can say to chi dakhweni blazanko. You also can say chi dakhweni blazanko. Okay, and you also can say something. Kurdish sentences are flexible. You can move it around. For example, I can say lazanko chi dakhwenit. I would also say that. Okay, lazanko chi dakhwenit. Or I could say aya lazanko chi dakhwenit. Or aya lazanko to chi dakhwenit. Or lazanko to chi dakhwenit. So the Kurdish sentence is flexible. There are many ways you can write the same sentence. So basically, you also can say lazanko chi dakhwenit. It means in university, what are you studying? Okay, in university, what are you studying? Basically, this is preposition. It means la. It means in. It's not la. Okay, it's a short a. La zanko chi dakhwenit or chi dakhwenit la zanko. It's all possible to say. Okay. Let me give you another information about dakhwenit. Dakhwenit is a verb. It's from the verb khwenden, but it is conjugated. If you don't know about Kurdish words, I let you know that you should go back to my lesson 11, I think. Let me see. Yeah, lesson 11, which I talk about verb to do, but I give you an examples about Kurdish verbs and how Kurdish in how is a Kurdish infinitive verb. So if you don't know that, please go back there. Um, mhm. Okay. Okay. So dakhwenit, dakhwenit is basically what you conjugated it to this time. Okay. So what are you doing? You should put the n away. So now it's past, and you put the away. Now you have khwen. Basically, khwen is the root of verb khwendin. So what are you doing here? You add the to create present continuous or future. Okay. Basically, you do what? The plus khwen or verb stem. Okay. The verb stem then plus ending. And ending for you is eat. Okay, is eat for you or for to is eat. So dakhwenit means you are studying. Dakhwenit means you are studying. Okay, you are studying. So tochi la zanko dakhwenit. Basically, yeah, this is the sentence, and later we're gonna answer it. Later we are going to answer it. Do you like your study? Basically, in Kurdish, you don't say you like your study, but you say aya. Okay, wait. Aya has ba wana kanat dakit basically means do you like your lessons? Do you like your lectures? Okay, it's also possible lectures, okay, or lessons. Do you like your lessons or do you like your lectures? Aya hasba wana kanat dakit. Basically, you can say aya to hasba wana kanat dakit, but you can omit it. You also can omit aya. You just can say hasba wana kanat dakit, but with annotation. حسب وأنا كانت ذكيت. You can say to حسب وأنا كانت ذكيت, or you can say aya to حسب وأنا كانت ذكيت. But basically, what is more native? What does sound more natural? Aya حسب وأنا كانت ذكيت, or basically you can omit aya as well. حسب وأنا كانت ذكيت. This is more natural because when you speak in rapid speed, native speakers in any other languages, they omit stuff in their languages, and Kurdish is the same. This sentence is actually kind of flexible as well. I can say وأنا كانت حسبي ذكيت. وأنا كانت حسبي ذكيت. So these Kurdish sentences are flexible, okay, and you can play them around. Uh, but not every word order is accepted. Okay, so basic Kurdish word order is SOV, but not every sentence structure is permitted in Kurdish language. But mostly, usually, uh, they are flexible. Just like Latin, if you have knowledge in Latin grammar, it's exactly the same. Well, there are differences, but it's kind of the same. The words are flexible because you add suffixes and affixes to a word, then you can play with it. Okay, do you like to study abroad? Well, actually, there's a Kurdish joke about that, and I'm gonna explain. Aya has dakid ledero khweni as the previous sentence. You can say Aya to has dakid ledero khweni or has dakid ledero khweni. Okay, but be aware of intonation. You should have interrogative intonation, okay? Like you are asking a questions. Really? Like that. When you go up, when your voice or the pitch of your sound goes up. Okay, Aya has the kid letter option. Basically, Aya, as I said, it's like French esque. It's like a question, an interrogative word, basically. You can omit it. Then you have has. Has basically means like. Okay. It came from the verb has kirdin. Okay. Has means like, but has kirdin means to like. Okay. La means in. Daro means outside. Okay. Daro basically means outside. But in Kurdish, when you say, do you want to study outside, means do you want to study abroad? Okay. But daro can mean also mean outside. For example, outside in my house is my garden. My garden is outside of my house, for example. So there was a joke. It was famous. By the way, Bekhwenid is future. It's in its future tense. Anyway, there was a Kurdish joke. It actually blew up on social media. It says, "Dad, I want to study in Garawa." Basically means, "Dad, I want to study outside." In Kurdish sense. In English, the joke cannot be made. Cannot be made because you say, "Dad, I want to study abroad." So you are specific. You want to study in a foreign country. But in Kurdish, you say, "Dad, I want to study in outside." So basically, it means that I want to study outside. So his dad says, "Okay, that's okay, son. You can take the table in your room into the garden and study there." So as a joke. But this joke in some languages cannot be made, especially in English. But in Kurdish, it is funny because you know I think you get it. Okay, so let me not to kill more time with this joke. Silly joke. Okay. Basically, these questions: do you like your studies? You can answer by yes and no. Do you like to study abroad or study outside? Yes and no is enough. But when you come here, what is your major? You need to answer this question. You cannot say yes or no, bale or nekher, or a or na. Okay, so you have to answer. But before that, this picture is a really true story. All my classmates, like most of them, it's exactly the same as there. But this girl, can you see them? She's sitting there doing nothing, just probably she took notes or something like that. I was like that. I don't usually take pictures of my notes on the board because I'm sure after when I arrive home I won't write them down. I won't transfer them into my notebook. So that's why I always take my notes at uni. But yeah, but this is a really true story. Okay. So basically, here's the answer. But this brown, this part, I made it brown. You can change it. Okay, it's changeable. You can change it with these words. Okay. Min means I. Zanisty pizishki dechwenim means I study or I am studying medicine. Okay, I'm studying medicine. Zanist Zanist means science. It's called izafe in Persian, but I don't know in Kurdish. It's called amrazi danapal. Basically, when you modify pezishki, you need to add e. Pezishki means medicine. Um, it's the adjective of doctor, but adjective of medicine. How can you say? Not medicine, not drug, but the study of medicine. But anyway, physik means doctor in Kurdish. You add this e to create a noun, I think. So zanesti physishki basically means medicine. Okay. Zmanawani means linguistics. For example, now I study English language and linguistics. But in Kurdish, usually they don't say I study Zmanawani or I study linguistics. They say I'm studying English language. Uh, well, but in Kurdistan, you can study French and linguistics or Turkish and linguistics. There are German and linguistics. There's other courses as well. But anyway, if you say I'm studying linguistics, you say min zmanawani dakhwenam. So basically, you just change the place. But no, it's not always like that. I'm gonna give you an example. But anyway, andaziari means engineering. I study engineering. Min andaziari dakhwenam. Okay. Or basically, you also can say min zanisti zmanawani dakhwenam. Min. You also can say min pizishki dakhwenam. You can omit zanisti. Min zmani Inglizi dakhwenam. But here you cannot use zanist. You cannot say zanist is man English. It's a little bit unnatural. So min zanist is oh my god, I anyway, min zmani English dakhwenam. Okay? Or min jmeriyari dakhwenam. Basically, zman English means English language. Jmeriyari means accounting. Kargeri means management. There was something else I forgot. Parwarda. Basically, parwarda means education. You cannot say min parwarda dakhwenam. I mean, you can say that, but to be more, how can you say? To sound natural, you can say min la parwarda dakhwenam. La parwarda, basically, la means in, parwarda means education. Let me give you something else. Now we are using Kurdish words for the name of the colleges and faculties. But uh, Arabic words are also used. So sometimes when I talk about my major, I may say it in Arabic or I may say it in Kurdish as well. But I prefer to use Kurdish more. Zmanawani is just Zmanawani. Andaziari, you basically can say Handasa, which is basically an Arabic word. Basically an Arabic word, but it is used. Handasa. Uh, Zmani Inglizi, basically there is a college called Adabi Inglizi. Basically, adab, it came from adab. Adab in Arabic means literature. So adab Inglizi means English literature and linguistics. It's come up with linguistics. For example, now I study in English language at uni, but I also study linguistics as well. So when I get my certification, I will be titled as a linguist because it's English language and linguistics. But I don't know why Kurdish people miss this word. But adab Inglizi, it means both. You study linguistics and literature of English. Jmeriyari accounting, but muhasaba is also used, uh, but it's Arabic word, muhasaba. Kargeri means management. In Arabic, it's called idara wa amal, something like that. Parwarda in Arabic is tarbiya, but you can use the Kurdish ones, and now Kurdish ones are used when you take a look at media, TV, and TV shows, news. They all use these words. Even now, people are get used to Kurdish again. Okay, so just use these words. You will not get uh, any problems or any issues in your language learning. Mhm. Okay, so now let's come to another category, food. Okay, well, food in Kurdish is called khwarden. Khwarden is also a verb and also a participle. Okay, so this is basically a verb. Okay, and it's also can be a noun. For example, if you say food in Kurdish, you say khwarden, We have another word for food, which is nan. Okay, nan is another word for food, but nan literally means bread. Okay, literally means bread. Just a fun fact: in Sumerian, they used ninda. Okay, ninda for they use ninda for bread. So some Kurdish scholars they believe that nan and ninda somehow related. Anyway, okay, let's see. What kind of food do you like the most? Um, چه جۆرە خواردنێکت زۆر حەز لێیە؟ You basically can say چه خواردنێکت زۆر حەز لێیە. Let's translate word by word, okay? چه چه means what? But anyway, I'm sorry. Let me write Kurdish script for these words and sentences. Basically, zanko is written like this. Uh, what is your major? تۆ چی دەخوێنیتە زانکۆ؟ Okay. Okay, let's see. Do you like your study? آية حسب وأنا كانت ذكي. آية. Okay. Uh, do you like to study abroad? Okay. And yeah, let me be fast. I don't need to write Kurdish for that. من زانستی پزیشکی دەخوێنم. Okay. زمانەوانی. زمانەوانی. ئەندازیاری. زمانی ئینگلیزی. ژمێریاری. کارگێڕی. Strong R. And perwerda. Okay. Okay, now let's get into خواردن. چه means what? What kind of food do you like the most? چه جۆرە خواردنێکت زۆر حەز لێیە؟ چه جۆرە خواردنێکت زۆر حەز لێیە؟ In Slemani accent, we kind of pronounce خواردنێک. So this T, it's in rapid speech can be changed into sound. In this sound does exist in Japanese as well. When you say, uh, uh, I don't know, I don't remember any. Yeah, mise, 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 or masse. This sounds. So چه جور خواردنێک زۆر حەز لێیە. چه جور خواردنێک زۆر حەز لێیە. In Slemani, we kind of sometimes we pronounce it like this as well. چه جور خواردنێکت, but in Kurdish standard, it's like this. In standard Kurdish, Sorani standard Kurdish, it will be like this. چه جور خواردنێکت زۆر حەز لێیە. Yeah, چه means what? Jor means kind. Okay. It's an ending we added. Probably it's verb to be. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure about this. But chijora, or you also can say chijorik khwarnek. Yeah, chijorik. You also can say that chijorik khwarnek. Yeah, chijora khwarnek, but chijorik. But at that time you need to change the form of the verb into something else. But anyway, chijora khwarnek. چه خواردنێکت زۆر حەز لێیە. Basically means چه means what, جۆر means kind or type, خواردن means food, خواردنێک means a food, it refers back to you, So basically, you can say تو چجور خواردنێکت حەز لێیە, because this T is an ending we added to this word because of the pronoun, and now we omitted the pronoun, so still it doesn't change in the meaning. Then we have zor means very, has means like, le le is suffix, yeah it is verb to be conjugated. So basically چجور خواردنێکت حەز لێیە means what kind or what type of a food, you know, in Kurdish you say it like this: what type of food do you like the most? Or basically you can say چجور خواردنێکت زۆر زۆر حەز لێیە means you very very like. Basically this is means the most rather than زۆر حەز لێیە. You can say زۆر زۆر حەز لێیە, okay, so double it, it will be the most. Yeah, before I come, how do you make it, or how are you making it? Let's talk about this food here. It's not a Kurdish food, it's a Vietnamese food. It's called pho. It's a very famous Vietnamese noodle, so you may want to try it, because I still haven't tried it. Oh my god, I really want to try it. But yeah, just for your information. Okay, how do you make it? If you say how do you make this food, or don't say how do you make this, but if you say how do you make it, because you already have a shared knowledge, you are talking about food, you say ton. Ton means how, drusti decade. It's actually supposed to be ton awa drus decade, but this e, it refers back to awa or awa. So you can omit awa or au. It's awa basically comes from au. Okay, ton awa drus decade. But at that time, if you say awa, you have to omit ton awa drus decade. You have to omit this e. Anyway, let's not make it complicated. Ton drusti decade means how do you make it. But basically, it also can mean how do you make this. Okay, it also can mean that. Chondrusi decade means how do you make it. You also can say chondrus decade. Chondrus decade means how it is made. How is it made? How is it made means chondrus decade. You also can use both as the same, and both are equally used. So you can say, oh, chondrus decade means how you make it. How is it made? Or you can say chondrusti decade. How do you make it? So basically, yeah. Let me write them down in Kurdish. Khwarden. Chajora. Okay. Khwardeneket. Hazle. Chajora khwardeneket zor hazle. Or zor zor hazle. Okay, you also can say that. How do you make it? Chondrusi decade. Or the second sentence here, chondrus decade. Okay, let's go to our final category for today, series. Well, in Kurdish, series is called drama. Okay, I know in English drama means stage play, but in Kurdish, if you want to say stage play or drama, you basically say shano or shanogeri. Okay, shanogeri is drama in English, but in Kurdish, when you say drama, means series. There is another word that used for series, which is zinjira drama. Okay, zinjira drama. Zinjir basically can mean necklace or a chain. You know, chains. Yeah, it means chains, or basically it means chains, but it also can mean necklace as well at certain points, at certain times. I mean, drama is series. Okay, so do you watch any series? Aya seri hiç drama decade. Do you watch any series? Uh, yeah. So basically means, do you watch any series? In Kurdish, yeah, in Kurdistan, now we don't have original Kurdish dramas. We have series, but they are not really very professional, and yeah, so they might tell you about Turkish dramas or Turkish series that they dubbed into Kurdish. So they dubbed it, they doublage, I think it's called doublage into Kurdish. And yeah, but basically, dramas are, I mean, Turkish dramas are popular, Korean dramas, modern and the historic. Well, before historical ones, historical Korean dramas were uh, popular here, very popular. And I really like them also, the historical ones. Yeah, but this year I watched three series so far. I am Sherlock. Not I'm Sherlock. Oh my God, it's called Sherlock. It's by BBC. There are four seasons. Each season is 3 to 4 episodes. Like it's my favorite series, my favorite TV show so far. Like it's really amazing. I really loved it, especially if you're a fan of Sherlock Holmes. And I recommend you go and watch it. I think it's also available on Netflix. Uh, Another drama that or another series that I like is Penny Dreadful. I watched this, like it was really systematic. And just for your information, I subtitled Penny Dreadful the last scene, which John Clare reciting William Wordsworth poem Imitation of Immortality, which is a really amazing ode, and I really liked it, and I subtitled it in Kurdish. So if you want to practice your Kurdish more, you can go watch it. Another series I watch is American Horror Story. Well, I give my review. Well, I like it and I don't like it, but I give 3 stars to American Horror Story. But for Sherlock and Penny Dreadful, I give them 5 stars, and I highly recommend them for you guys. Okay, are there any famous TV shows in Kurdistan? You can say آیا هیچ programmi چی بناوبانگ هەیە لە Kurdistan. Program, basically you can say برنامه آیا هیچ برنامه‌یەکی بەناوبانگ هەیە لە Kurdistan. Uh, or you can say آیا هیچ programmێکی تەلەڤیزیۆنی بەناوبانگ هەیە لە Kurdistan. Are there any famous TV programs in Kurdistan? But probably they will tell you Evin Jnujian. Basically, she's a famous Kurdish TV presenter. Well, there was a time I was watching her show. Well, now I sometimes watch it when they're because she always invite people, for example, psychologists, I don't know, singers and etc. When there's someone interesting, I find out someone is interesting is there speaking. I watch it. It's called Evin Jnujian. Basically, Evin is her name. Jin means woman, Wu means and, Jian means life. So Evin life and Evin woman and life. Uh, it's a famous program and it's been a very long time. Uh, it is still on TV. Which channel is your favorite, or what channel is your favorite? In Kurdish, you say "Hoştrin kanalat kame" means what is your favorite. So "Hoştrin" means "Hoş" means delicious, but here means the favorite. So most favorite. "Hoştrin" means most favorite. What is your most favorite? "Hoştrin" means most favorite. Kanal means channel. T, it's to say your, okay? It creates possessive. So it means your channel. Most favorite, your channel, which one? Kame means which one. So yeah, hosting kanalat kame means which channel is your favorite or what channel is your favorite. Or you also can say hosting kanalat chia. Chia, but here you say what. Okay, you also can say chia as well, but kame is it's more natural, but Hoshtin Kanalachi is also natural. But yeah, you can use it like this also. Drama. Hmm. I say هیچ دمک دکید. هیچ means any. Okay. Each means nothing, literally, but you can use it in a sense of any in English. Um, I each. Oh my God. I each. Sorry guys, it's R. Okay. Banaubang means famous. I each programming Banaubang. Haya means exist. Haya means basically exist. Have. Okay, it's come from verb to have, but you also can use it in the sense of being. I each programming Banaubang Hela. Kurdistan. Kurdistan. Oh my God! Come on, man. Why? Okay. خوشترین. Okay, let me delete these ones. Okay, so or fine. Okay, let's write it in Kurdish. خوشترین kanalet kame. Okay, our final thing, in lesson 5, I forget to give you this word, afarin. In Persian is also afarin. When you tell someone well done, or when you want to encourage someone, you tell them afarin. In Kurdish, you also can say afarim. You can say afarim or afarin. And that's what I talked about it in lesson 5. But afarim or afarin. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked it. I hope I answered the question, and I'm up to make part one. It's already part one, but I can make part two, part three, part four, according to your requests. Like, and in the comment down below, you can tell me what sentences do you want to see next in useful phrases, or what kind of category do you want to see, and I'm gonna make it. For our next lesson, I'm going to talk about comparative and superlative in Kurdish. But before making this lesson, I'm going to make a video. Someone requested me how to start learning Kurdish. So I'm going to make a video, but it's not a lesson. It will be not a lesson, but I'm going to give you some tips in learning Kurdish language. So please, guys, be up to that videos as well. So stay tuned till our next video. And everyone have a nice day. Have a wonderful, fantastic day. So bye bye.